shoppers and beachgoers competing for parking at the mall.
We walk in and sure enough we see the tow truck circling.
The mall using tow trucks as a solution.
And that's when they call because they're taking away their parking spaces.
But now, real shoppers are crying foul.
I don't see them attacking the beachgoers, I see them attacking the patrons. I think it's a money grab.
Local 10 investigates.
A day at the mall turning into a day of frustrations after some customers say they're parking legally only to come out and find their cars towed away.
And that means shelling out a hefty fee to get their vehicles back. Local 10 investigator Amy Viteri goes in search of answers in her exclusive report.
Park where you shouldn't, and you could end up towed like this. But what if you're parked legally and your car still ends up in a towing yard?
It's kind of astonishing.
Several reviews of the RK Town Center in Sunny Isles on Collins and 168th Street complain of being towed just for stopping to shop. One person wrote, "A sleazy towing company lurks this lot, towed 7 minutes before paying." Another posted a picture saying, "This is how you can end up if you go shopping or eat at this plaza."
I just can't believe that so many years later, it's still happening.
Julia Mikniewicz says the same thing happened to her in October of 2014 at the Marshall store here.
Before we walked in, saw several tow trucks circling the parking lot, didn't think anything of it.
Mikniewicz says she paid for a pair of shoes, went back outside,
And my car was gone.
She says the towing company at the time, Westbrook Towing, charged her over $100, saying she had parked illegally to go to the beach. She showed them her purchase receipt.
They claimed that, I could have walked to the beach, walked back, bought something, and said, hey, I was here.
She says she was dressed professionally, not in beach attire, and also asked if there was any surveillance video. There wasn't.
We're with Channel 10.
We reached out to the property management company, RK Centers.
He's more than happy to talk to you if you'd like, but he's not going to be on camera.
No one from RK Centers would talk with us on camera, but a representative told me, bottom line, parking here is a problem. There simply isn't that much of it, and they want to keep these spots for paying customers, instead of those just going to the beach. Tow-away zone signs warn unauthorized vehicles will be towed, but who determines what's authorized?
Hi, can I ask you a question?
We asked a driver from Dolphin Towing working one of RK Center's lots.
Where people say they get towed when they're actually using the shops. Can you just tell us how you determine who should be towed?
So we tracked down the previous company RK used, Westbrook Towing. The same company that towed Julia Mikniewicz.
How do companies determine if somebody's legally parked?
They have, I guess, security guards or employees that say, that somebody parked there and walked over.
Employee Otto Cruz says once the car is towed, the driver has to take it up with the property owner.
It's out of our hands.
So they have to take their towing receipt to the owner of the property? Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, that's the law. It says it right there.
County regulations state towing companies need express authorization from the property owner. Mikniewicz says it took her months and filing a complaint with the county, but RK finally reimbursed her $104.
At this point, I don't see them attacking the beachgoers, I see them attacking the patrons.
Management tells me they do ask trucks to wait a period of time before towing, but it's still not clear if they need to show any proof a person left the property. Shoppers saying it's often a case of their word against the towing companies. In Sunny Isles Beach, Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.
Amy, thank you. A representative for RK Centers told us all the construction happening in Sunny Isles has led to large numbers of contractors and hotel guests parking illegally on their property, which is why they had to contract a towing company. The company says they will help get a refund for anyone who has a valid receipt.